Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's video. This week I am sharing with you my 3 favorite books about habit change. I have them right here. I cannot wait to introduce these books to you. If you have not come across these before, this is going to be awesome. These are life-changing books. If you have struggled with chronic failure of attempts to create a healthy lifestyle, habit change is your key to success. All right. If you think that the problem is you and the problem is that you just don't have enough willpower to make healthy changes, then habit change is your key to success. Okay. This is the stuff that I base my entire coaching philosophy on. It makes such a huge difference in the lives of my clients, and I'm so excited to give you just a little taste of it today and give you some book recommendations that you can look up over your holiday. So if this is your first time seeing these videos, welcome. My name is Danielle Dinkelman. I'm a national board certified health and wellness coach, and I'm a plant-based nutrition educator. I am so passionate about habit change because I really do think it is the key to success. And I talk about habit change, nutrition, sleep, exercise, stress management, all those things that really impact our health and wellness inside my free Facebook group. It's called Healthy Living with Danielle Dinkelman. I post these videos in there every week, and I would love for you to come and join us there. If Facebook is not your thing and you're here on YouTube, I'm so glad you found us there as well. All right, so let's talk habit change. This is one of my favorite things to talk about. I've given workshops on this. I have behavior change workshops that I give to all of my new coaching clients. So while I can't just dump all of that information that I'm so passionate about on you right now, I can give you some books to consider checking out as you are looking at your new year. You know, we have this thing about setting New Year's resolutions. Well, I would invite you to change the way you set New Year's resolutions. I would invite you to consider, instead of a New Year's resolution, choose a goal you want, choose a habit you want to change, and then make a plan based on science in these books of how to change that habit or how to create a new habit. Okay, it's powerful stuff. So first off, first thing you've got to know about habits is you've got to understand the habit loop. This is a really, really powerful principle taught by Charles Duhigg in his book, The Power of Habit. And he basically teaches that a habit has an anatomy. There's actually 3 parts to a habit: the cue, the routine, and the reward. All right, there's something that triggers us to do a certain behavior. That is the routine. That's the thing that you actually see as the habit. And then there's a reward. There's a reason why we do what we do and why our brain encodes that thing as a habit, because it has a desirable reward. Once you understand the habit loop, you can analyze all of your current habits. You can create new ones, and it's so exciting and so powerful. I'm totally a nerd about this stuff, so I'm gonna get a little giddy on this video, so just bear with me. Second one, this is a newer book to my world. This is Good Habits, Bad Habits by Wendy Wood. She is an amazing researcher in her own right. She has published so much research in the arena of habit change and lifestyle change. She actually gave a keynote at a health and wellness coaching conference that I attended this year, virtually, of course. And it was fabulous. So I've got her book here. I encourage you to check it out. She really drives home the idea that repetition is key with habits. You know, growing up, I was a musician, and my dad loved that I practiced. And whenever I would not practice enough, he would remind me with this little mantra, and he would look at me and say, repetition, repetition, repetition. It matters. This is what actually creates the habit. It ingrains it. It creates that new neural pathway when we repeat a desired behavior. So just digging in and doing everything you can to repeat a behavior is really powerful. My philosophy is starting with something small, something that is simple, that you can repeat successfully, and then building on that and going bigger. Okay. Last one, this one, oh man, this one is really powerful. It's called Change Anything. It's by a group of behavior change scientists, Carrie Patterson, Joseph Grenny, and a few others. Highly recommend this book. This is where they teach a couple things. Number one, the willpower trap. I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you find that you blame yourself for not being successful, you're probably falling into what these authors call the willpower trap, believing that changing completely depends on willpower. And that's really just not the case. There's actually 6 sources of influence that they teach about in this book, and I teach these almost every day to my clients, and it's in the workshops that they get when they begin working with me. It's powerful to understand what the 6 sources of influences are. I'll give you a brief overview. Basically, there's personal, there's social, and then there's environmental, okay? So you can think about that, and then there's 2 layers within each of those 3. But basically, are you supporting yourself socially and environmentally around you? Do you have almost a scaffolding support system that is making it more easy, more desirable, and more doable to follow through on your plan? And if the answer is no, then that's where you focus the work. You don't beat yourself up that you don't have enough willpower. You have a conversation with the people you live with or the people you work with. You adjust your physical environment. You change the food environment in your kitchen. You adjust what's available to you at work or in your car. You set your workout clothes out before you go to bed at night so that that's a physical cue and reminder that, hey, I was gonna get up and I was gonna go for a walk this morning. There's things we can do in our physical environment, our social environment, and then of course there's things we can do to amplify our personal motivation and our personal ability to follow through. But it's really when we look at all 6 sources of influence that we can really make progress on making the changes that we wanna make. So as you go into the new year, I really am excited to hear which of these books you choose to look into, what you're gonna change, what you're gonna focus on, and I would love to hear some New Year's resolutions around habit change. Don't go out there and say, oh, New Year's resolution, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds. Please don't do that. Please don't set an outcome, a result-oriented goal. Set a process goal, set a behavior goal. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do this thing as often as I can. Set a habit goal and see how that changes your progress in your health and wellness journey. I'm excited to hear about it. You can reach me at hello@danielledinkelman.com. You can learn more about coaching with me at my website, danielledinkelman.com. And again, if you haven't joined us in the Facebook group or subscribed on YouTube, come and find us, Healthy Living with Danielle Dinkelman. I would love to have you join our community, and I wish you the very best and have a happy new year.